with Nighthawk Talk, and I'm interviewing Sarah Guay. So what inspired you to start making art?
So I've been making art ever since I can remember. I think I started, kindergarten, first grade. Of course, I was coloring in pages, drawing outside the lines at first. But as soon as I realized that other kids were paying attention to the skill I had or how much I was working on things, and I realized that people are really paying attention to it, I really started taking it seriously. So I say there's never really a start date to where I started making things because I've always really taken it seriously. But, my inspiration over time has obviously changed with how much I grow. So.
What have you been painting? What do you like to paint and stuff?
As of recently?
Yeah.
So recently I've been working on my AP portfolio, and I've been doing that for the past few years. That investigation is into myself, so everything I'm doing is a self-portrait in some way, shape, or form. So my last piece was an image of my mouth in which I had my baby tooth that I still have, be a little portrait of myself when I was younger to fit in my portfolio. Outside of that, though, I recently worked on a scholarship art competition piece for N.A.H.S, in which I actually just won. It was a $1,000 scholarship, and so I'm really excited to meet with them about that. But that was just a depiction of a little boy looking at a bus on his first day of school. So, yeah.
Do you think making art is fun?
Yeah, I think it's fun. I mean, it can definitely be kind of competitive depending on how you view things, because obviously if it's something you're really passionate in, you're going to compare yourself to others or things that, people that you think are better than you, but it doesn't take the fun out of it for me anyway. I don't know. It's something that you have to push through and look past, but I have really fun time making my pieces, even if, there's trials, tribulation, and errors and everything.
Do you get where do you get your inspiration? Do you just
My inspiration. So for my portfolio, it all just has to come to me naturally because, it is an investigation of myself. So that can be through my life experiences or through my growth and my realizations over time. Or it could just be, certain emotions, certain feelings that I want to capture in a piece. And so maybe I'll influence the colors to convey a certain emotion. If it's a cold, gloomy day, I might use more blues than more reds and oranges. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
what was your favorite piece of art that you ever made?
Favorite piece? I do really like the last portfolio piece I just did, the one I talked about with the mouth. Going into 10th grade actually, so 2 years ago, I made another piece. That was my first portfolio piece of kind of a protruding heart out of my torso. That won first place at Lake Placid Center of the Arts. That's also one of my favorite pieces because that was the first big thing that I've accomplished for myself, past always being known for my art amongst my peers and everything, but that really solidified it for me.
Have you ever painted people other than yourself?
I try to as much as possible because of my portfolio and how little time I have to do it. I don't get to do it very often. For paintings as they go, not much, but if I'm sketching, if I'm drawing, I'll look up people with different features, so I can really try and study different ethnical features or just different ways that the face can be proportioned, because it's good to experience all that. So N.A.H.S stands for National Art Honor Society, and we like to reiterate that it's not a club, it's an honor society, which when you get into high school, you'll learn that it's academic-based as much as it's, for us, it's art-based. So we go along with the National Honor Society or the Science National Art Honor Society. So there's 3 of us, but we're the art version. And it's a national thing, so many other schools in the country have their own N.A.H.S organization in their school. So, yeah.
how does it feel to be the president of it?
So I was president last year and this year. I was reelected, and I really love it. I mean, I know most of the people who are in our community, but it's been a different how should I put it? I don't know. It's been a different experience because I'm always someone who was never like big into leadership roles because I was very shy. But getting into this, it's helped me a lot with like my public speaking. It's helped me with like having a community in a sense of that, and interacting with my peers more in a sense of like art, which is something I love and something I get to share with all these other people. So I mean, it can be difficult at times. Of course, it's like you're a teacher running a classroom, but I also really, really love it. And I'm really going to miss it once I graduate.
I think you should maybe like make something similar to that when you like graduate or like become an adult. Like have your own, whatever it's called.
Like kind of make my own like organization. Yeah. I think that would be really cool. In past years, I've wanted to kind of like open my own studio where I like sell and I teach and everything, and that would be really great. As for like bringing a bunch of people into it, might be difficult, but that's a really cool idea, and I like that.
Have you like ever entered a art competition or something?
Yeah, so like my piece that I just made that won a scholarship, $1,000 scholarship for N.A.H.S. That was the first time our school has ever done that scholarship competition. And our bus garage was like, hey, gave this to all the art teachers. Can you give this to all of your students and see if we could do it? So yeah, and it was a statewide competition, and there was only one winner, and it went to me, which I am very thankful and excited for. And that's really the only competition I've been in. But some art shows that I enter in are also kind of competition-based because there are like first, second, third place winners, and which in the Lake Placid Center of the Arts 2023 Spring Showcase, I won first place, and then last year I received an honorable mention as well.
How did it feel when you won first place for the thing?
Yeah, I don't know. It was really cool to see because we went there. My art teachers were urging me to go with my family, not really telling me why, just that like, hey, you should go to the first showcase. So we did. We went to the opening show, and I saw the little plaque next to my work that said first place, and it was really exciting to me. I had no idea. So I still ride that high to this day sometimes.
Is there like anything else you'd like to add or say?
I definitely say that if you're a creative person and whatsoever, you don't have to be like Van Gogh type skill, but if you want to be a part of something bigger, I really recommend joining National Art Honor Society for our school, for your school. It was a really great experience. We got to do a lot of things. We got to see a lot of places on our field trips, or everything we do, our fundraisers. It was just a really great way to connect with people, even like it's through art, but not necessarily just creating it, just like the shared love and the interest with each other. So I would recommend it 1,000 times over to anyone.
Okay, well, thank you for being here.
Of course, thank you.
And that's it for today with Nighthawk Talk. I'm Lily Fowler. Have a great day, Nighthawks.